that if Hannah gets sick, they'll just put her in an ambulance, take all her organs out, and leave her to die.
Hi world, hi YouTube. This is Sabrina in China. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. Guys, today I will be interviewing a newcomer to China. She has only been here for 2.5 weeks. I will be sharing her story with you to see her feelings and her perceptions of China. Before we get into the interview, remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's go! Hi!
Hello!
Welcome to my channel.
Thank you very much.
So could you tell everyone what is your name and where are you from?
So my name is Hannah and I am from Northern Ireland, which is a very small country in the United Kingdom.
What brought you to China?
It's a good question. So yeah, I am a teacher by degree, so I studied primary education at home, and for the past few years I have known that I just didn't want to do the same thing for the rest of my life. I didn't want to just get a job in Northern Ireland and teach in the same school until I retire, because I knew I would get to that stage and think, why on earth did I do that? There's so many other things to do in this world. I knew I wanted to do something different. So this opportunity came along, and to be honest, I had never thought of going to China in my life, but I just thought it seems like a really good opportunity. It would be a great experience. Why not just give it a go?
And how long have you been here?
2.5 weeks.
So you are fresh in China.
I am fresh, as you have realized.
So did you have any ideas about China before coming to China?
I feel like there's something very mysterious about China. Like, everyone has these ideas, but no one really knows what it's like. They just hear things, they don't hear things. So yeah, like, there was people telling my parents absolute horror stories. Like, do you want me to share one of them?
Yeah, what type of horror stories?
So, like, they were like, do you realise that if Hannah gets sick, they'll just put her in an ambulance, take all her organs out, and leave her to die?
You're joking?
No, like, genuinely. And if you're watching this, yeah, you did say that.
So people are really telling your family that if you get sick, they'll put your organs.
They'll put me in an ambulance.
They'll basically sell.
They'll harvest my organs.
Wow,
leave me for dead.
Wow, they're selling organs in China. I've been here 4 years and wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So what else? What about your own ideas about China? Did you have preconceived ideas?
To be honest, as I say, like, I actually never thought of coming here. So I've always liked Chinese food, like Western Chinese food. Kung Fu Panda was like my favorite movie growing up. So I didn't have any bad preconceptions of China, other than things that other people were telling me. And then I suppose, so I'm a Christian, and we're always told that the Christians in China are very much persecuted, and like, you hear about the underground church and things like that. So other than that, I didn't really have any previous like ideas of it.
And have you been able to attend a church since you've been in China?
I have. I have attended a public church, public gathering, and it's a completely English service, which is really nice too. Because one thing that really surprised me about China is how few people can actually speak English, and like, we're in a pretty big city.
Yeah.
And even still, like, most people can speak a little bit, but it's very, very limited. So it's nice being there and being able to speak with other people who are fluent in English.
Okay, awesome. So now that you're in China, what would you tell someone who has these ideas that you're going to be harvested, your organs are going to be harvested? Now that you're here, what has been your perception of China since coming here for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks?
2.5 weeks. Yeah, one thing I will say is you don't know until you come. Like, you have no idea what it's like. And things that I didn't even think would be different are different. Like, cultural things that I didn't even realize were cultural things. For example, the clearing your throat and spitting in the street.
Yeah.
Didn't think that was a cultural thing. Just
Yeah.
thought everyone knew not to do that. Yeah, just so different.
What has been your favorite thing? Is there anything that stood out to you or standing out to you now that you're here?
I really like how even really late at night you could go out into the street and it would feel like it's the middle of the day. Like, there's just always something happening, and that makes you feel very safe. And like, that's definitely one thing I'll say. You feel very, very safe walking around, and I think it is because there is such life and a buzz about it, and then obviously the cameras. But if you're doing the right thing, they work in your favor because you know that there's always someone watching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it does make you feel safe that way.
Yeah, a lot of people, they hate the cameras, but I share your same sentiments. Like, if you're doing nothing wrong,
If I'm not doing anything wrong, then it's great.
the camera, yeah, they're good. It's
Yeah.
another layer of security for you. Like, if something goes missing, or something happens, I know there was a
Yes.
camera. It can be
Yeah.
recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been treated by the people since you've been in China?
People, some people are very, very friendly and helpful, and like, they'll see you're a foreigner, and they'll nearly take you under your wing because you are different, and it's quite rare to see a foreigner. And then you get people who are just camera in your face. Like, Saturday was my first time experiencing that. Like, you had girls asking for like individual photos with us, and then just random men just and they're not discreet about it. Like, I would understand if they're sitting in the train like discreetly videoing, but they're literally sitting like this. And
Yeah.
it's like, that's another thing.
Yeah.
At home, that's just, you'd get arrested for that. Probably. Like,
Guys, I will insert the photo of the man who was like like
he was loving it. He was loving it.
yeah. The photo taken. Yeah. You know what happened to me? Because I've been in China for 4 years, and I'm so used to cameras being in your face everywhere. And I went home with that same thing, like putting the camera in everyone's face. And one lady cursed me out.
I would say so.
She's like, don't come here with your f***ing camera, you know? In China, the camera is all over your face, and it's like normal. Like, they're taking your
They
picture.
take pictures of everything.
Of everything.
And they video everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that is one thing you'll notice in China. They take pictures of everything, everyone.
like, if you don't have a picture of it, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Okay, so in closing, what would you tell those people who are feeling fearful about coming to China? What would be your message to those people who are hearing these awful, crazy stories about China? What would be your message to them?
I think my situation of coming to China has been a good one to start with. I'm in a relatively big city, and there are other foreigners here. While it's not very common to see them, there are definitely other foreigners, and there is a little bit of westernization. Like, I think you who started off in a smaller village,
Yeah.
that was full immersion.
Very much different.
Like,
Yeah, that was full immersion into the Chinese culture.
Yes.
No Western, nothing
No.
Western, just
Whereas
yeah.
I think this is a better way to break yourself in,
Yeah.
because while it's still so different, I can't even imagine what that would have been like.
Yeah, no foreigners. Where I was when I just came to China, there were no foreigners. No,
Yeah.
yeah, it was just only local people,
Yeah.
and the foreigners that I went to China with. So they were staring at me, looking at me, so much, taking photos, crowds.
And like, I have come
Yeah.
to a school with other foreign teachers, and I have been able to say to you, like, I have no idea what's going on. I am so confused. I don't get this country. And you guys have been able to empathize with me. So
Yeah.
that's been great to have that. And I've just automatically been like slotted into a community here. So I think my situation for coming to China has been ideal. It couldn't have been any
Yeah.
better, really. So I think if you are considering coming, I would definitely look into, like, make a plan
Okay.
and actually, like, think what city is a good place to start as a foreigner, and then you can venture to other parts after
So
that.
you wouldn't encourage someone to go to a village, like a small village area, like
Well,
I did.
I still haven't been to a
Okay.
small village area, but
Yeah.
just from hearing your stories and just myself, the culture shock that I've had anyway being here, I can't imagine what that would be like. So
Yeah.
fair play. Fair play.
Okay, Hannah, thank you so much for coming on my channel. Guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.